that's just how I died. Late work making me not to arrive. They twerk and I can't believe my
good with it. It's Nolan B, the architect, they call me sometimes. Man, I'm from a little place that y'all probably ain't even heard of. I'm from Jackson, Tennessee, small little town outside of Memphis. You know, sometimes I claim Memphis, sometimes I get in trouble for that, but I do it anyway, you know, so. By way of Houston, too. It's a long story. Growing up in Jackson, bro, it is what it is, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I know Memphis gets this big rep, so I kind of consider Jackson like a small Memphis or a small West Memphis type shit, you know? It's it's crime, you know? It's not too many big things there, like big malls, big shopping centers, anything like that, you know? Hella things to eat, good food, you know what I mean, decent, nice looking women, you know what I'm saying, but that's about it, you know, single parent household. It was just me and my mama, you know, and you know, that's who I got to give the grace to all this, you know. Went to like 3 high schools. I went to this one school called Madison, which is supposed to be like a prep type of school. You write like a little letter to get up in there, to the point my mama wrote that for me. Went in there, lasted only about a month, seen my friends at Northside kind of turning up and stuff, so I went to Northside for the rest of my freshman year. But then I had to buckle down into my studies, you know what I'm saying? Started smoking weed and doing all this other stuff at Northside, so went to Liberty, and that's where I met my homeboy Trey, met a slew of other friends, you know what I'm saying, and just been thugging it out ever since, you know what I mean? But finished like a 3.8, you know what I mean? I was kind of smart a little bit. I was like vice president of Beta Club, did DECA, you know what I mean, did ROTC, I was active, you know what I mean? I had a job as well too, you know what I mean? I did sports and stuff, played football for like a little second, worked out a little bit. Shout out to Coach Hook, Coach Sawyer, we in this thing, Coach Van. But started working, helping out the household, and been at it ever since. Man, the work ethic is meticulous, if I could use a word, you know what I mean? I don't shortchange, I don't stop, I give it my all, you know, and honestly, I find myself working at my best when I do everything, you know what I mean? When I'm working on a script, when I'm working on an album, when I'm working on a podcast, or just, you know what I mean, when I'm trying to get better at doing yoga. Honestly, when I stretch myself thin, that's when I'm at my best, I feel like. So if I'm taking it easy, you know, it might not, too much good might not come out of that. I'm something like an artist. I consider myself a artist. Look at that. You know what I mean? But not even necessarily a rapper. You know what I mean? I'm not really making rap songs. They just hip hop. You know, that's the genre. But I'm an artist. I'm a musician. So it's not just rap songs. Like I said, it's actual music. It's something that's you get a feeling off of, you know what I mean, like that bass line. And I make it all too. I'm the producer, I'm the rapper, I'm the songwriter. The cover art is something that I came up with. I'm pushing it on my own. I mean, I do got a team, I got people behind me, but it's me. Like the person you hearing, the person who you seeing is all one. Music for me, bro, started like damn near middle school, I would say, in terms of making beats. Like towards the end, like 8th grade, 7th grade, I found Fruity Loops and just started looking up tutorials online, like how to do it. And after that, it was a wrap, you know what I mean? I just started making beats for myself, you know what I mean? The first ones, they was kind of ugly, you know what I mean? I was real shy about showing people. But then it got to the point where they started getting bigger, started getting louder, started getting speakers and stuff, you know what I mean? So after that, I had no choice. People started hearing it, you know what I mean? And my mama started hearing the music too. And it was just like my mama, she didn't really mess with rap either. So it was just like, dang, you know, but that's when I learned that something was brewing, you know what I mean? When my mama started to like my music, because she don't mess with rap at all. So it's like for her to say, okay, like I could ride to this or I could do something to it. I was like, okay, I might be working with something, you know? And then I started like pushing it out there. I was selling beats at one point, but I'm a little stingy now, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much where it started. I think it's something I was just born with, bro. Just in terms of being brought up, seeing the floppy discs, you know what I mean, the big old LP records, EP records, seeing Prince, seeing Michael Jackson, seeing Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, seeing just those covers alone, you know what I mean? And even my brother had like a straight little stock too. He had like CDs and stuff, cause me and him, we like 13 years apart, my biggest brother. And I would see like his old Missy Elliott, his old Timberland, old Genuine CDs laying around, Cisco, just random shit, you know what I'm saying, just laying around. And so seeing that and seeing my mama's records and stuff too, so I'm like, damn, like, okay, like I mess with what, and granted they had good taste in music, and I feel like it's just an ear that I just developed, you know. When I was younger, I really looked up to like 50 Cent, Ludacris, you know what I'm saying, Snoop Doggy Dogg. But then once I started to really delve a little bit deeper within music, I developed a liking of Kanye as well. And I mean, I still mess with Kanye. He's on the gospel tip now, but it was one little point where he kind of lost me a little bit. But I still mess with Kanye today because he's a producer and a rapper, something that I saw myself being, because I was a producer first. And so it had to be between Kanye, but the first was like Ludacris and Snoop Dogg for sure. So when I called myself the architect, I was actually going to school for architecture. I didn't finish, but like all things, you always continue, you always finish, you know, so I'm gonna go back and get that. But I'm actually like an architect to be, you know what I mean? And they damn near study everything. They study the wind, they study how to make buildings, you know what I mean? They create wondrous art with materials, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're not just creating a masterpiece, you're creating something underlining. So to answer that question, I think I could really do it all, not to be confident or cocky in terms of being creative. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that, yeah, I could do your taxes, right? I'm not going to say that, okay, yeah, I could publish some things in the newspaper. But like, nah, in terms of graphic design, in terms of how things, movies, TV shows, soundtracks should sound, I got an ear for that, you know, and anything around it, I feel like I could just maximize. Good old Rocky Top, University of Tennessee, man. I went from like 2015, that's when I graduated high school. I went there until like 2018, like the summer, or you can say spring 2018, when I pretty much dropped out, just stopped going type shit. I was taking too many spring break trips to Miami. Bro, I went on this one little trip with my homeboys, got wild. Then like 2 weeks later, I went again for this architecture convention type shit to the same place. So it was like twice in a month, in a matter of a couple weeks. I'm in Miami chilling, listening to my beats and shit. So I'm like, you know what, fuck school. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, Rocky Top was good to me. University of Tennessee was good to me. So shout out to them, the good old Smoky Mountains and all that, you know what I mean? So East Tennessee is beautiful. College is awesome, man. It's a good experience. I don't know if it's gonna be the same after COVID-19, but it's definitely something I encourage everybody to do if you're trying to better yourself, or to just get out the house. But definitely understand that each day that you take, you should maximize it. You know, not just to use that word again, but you should take advantage of each day, each moment. Because I took a little too much advantage. You know what I mean? First little semester, I was having fun, hitting hoes, you know what I'm saying? But get my music out there, but I was active, you know, NAACP, doing all these other things. So that's what I encourage too. Make sure you're active in as many things as you can. If you black, if you white, but definitely if you black, get out there and get involved. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you what you thought I was gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, man, like, I recommend college for everybody, but I understand that some people might not have the opportunity to go to college. So I recommend that you pick up a book, at least. Go to Goodwill. You know what I mean? I do that. I go to Goodwill, I get a book for $1. So if you don't go to college, go to Goodwill and get you some books, man. Every, what is it? It's like the first Saturday, everything half off. So go there the first Saturday of the month and buy you a library if you don't go to college. After dropping out of school, bro, I was really stuck in real life, you know what I mean? I was just working, and granted, when I left school, I left thinking that I was gonna come back, like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna take like a year break and be right back. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do my music, you know what I mean, and just try something new. But it wasn't popping off as fast as I made that idea, you know what I'm saying? So had to dealing with jobs. I had these cars and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's breaking down all over the place. Ended up having a straight little girl though. She held me down, my girlfriend at the moment, shout out to you. She messy now, you know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. Things change, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, as soon as I left school, bro, just still living in the same city that I was going to school for. Got family that's hours away, so really on my own, you know what I mean? And kind of just looked up, ended up rooming with a homeboy who was doing music too. had a studio, started throwing him bread. And then one thing kind of led to another, so to speak. You know what I mean? I'm recording songs, got my first tape and everything dropped. But then, shoot, it's crackheads outside, niggas, it's rats inside the house type shit. It's niggas shooting and shit, like literally to the point, like on my street. I was outside hooping with my homeboy. He came outside, bro. We just chilling, man, having a good old little day. About the 20-piece them. You know what I mean? Low-key lying. But like, nah, out of nowhere, I just hear fireworks. I'm like, damn. I see where it's coming from. My street type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the way I walk home. How do you walk home? I picked up the basketball and just said, fuck it, I'm gonna walk kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? Throw the basketball if I got to. So it was like all that was going on, bro. And then so I put in a phone call to my cousin Candy, bro. And after that, man, Candy, she was just like, you know, sounds like you're going through a lot out there. Living there on Door Street. And so she stayed in Houston at the time. So she was like, you know what I mean, go ahead, come out here. And I was trying to come out there at first a couple years ago, but Hurricane Harvey hit, you know what I mean? So I kind of just stayed in school and everything. And then, but she like, hey, still sound like shit going bad, kind of sour out there in Tennessee. Why don't you come out here to Texas? You know what I'm saying? So ended up lucking up. I'm gonna tell you the truth, you know what I mean? End up come up on a car, and I don't tell anybody to do this at all, but I'm just telling y'all the story, you know what I'm saying? So I end up stealing the car, finessing the car, put like $500 down, took the GPS out. I ain't talked to them niggas since, you know what I'm saying? And I made the 1,000-mile journey to Texas, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just so much stuff going on, me outside of school, you know what I mean, in the same city that, you know, I was going to school at, but I'm not going to school, you know what I'm saying? So something just had to happen, and I was thinking I could do my music down there. So that's kind of like how everything stitched together, you know what I mean? I went out there to H-Town and kind of got connected first day. My homeboy Braxton was out there already. He from Texas. So shoot, he was in school at the time too. He was going to Texas Southern. Like I said, man, just a flip of the coin, you know what I mean? When you put energy in a certain angle, you never know what can happen. And I just kept putting my energy into the music. One strip club, boom. Next strip club, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm at like a couple of these lounges as well too. So just really get my name and stuff out there. And before I knew it, you know what I mean, I'm performing. People knowing my music. It's to the point I was doing Lyft and Uber and stuff on the side. I dropped this little stripper off, you know what I'm saying? She bad as hell too. Dropped her off, you know what I mean? Played her some of the new songs and shit. Really, Houston City Limitz is about to drop. Gonna slide that in. But playing her some of the new music and shit, she, you know what? I'm gonna introduce you to the DJ type shit. So I go up to the DJ, we talking and shit. He already outside. Before I knew it, the security guard talking about like, yeah, I done seen you somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, but life outside of school, man, it's been me just taking it one day at a time. Man, as far as the music right now, man, I'm selfish. I'm sad. I'm sad to say that I'm selfish, bro. But I got albums done. You know what I'm saying? Things, ideas, everything done. You know what I mean? So it's kind of waiting on me. So I'm gonna say it like that. But now in terms of life as well too, I'm finding myself. I mean, I'm just 22. I'm about to be 23 in July. July 14th. So Bastille Day. Shout out to my people in France. But we here, you know what I mean, just taking my day, my days one day at a time, taking my life one day at a time, and especially in the heat of this coronavirus, bro, I'm stuck inside the house, can't really do much, but still finding things to work around it. Like I said, we got a script coming as well too, so just to be on the lookout for that. So, well, if you're at the beginning phase of anything, I'm always gonna say never stop, never quit. Because it's only going to get harder, but that's the fun part. That gives you something to talk about once it gets hard. And after you overcome that, that's the mindset you got to have, whether you're starting music, whether you're starting school, whether you're starting a marriage, whether you're starting anything. You know what I mean? You got to understand there's going to be ups and downs, but that's why you're doing this. That's why we're doing this. You know what I'm saying? So we could have a movie, so we could make a book, so we could tell this to somebody else, and so they could overcome some of the same things, and we could all be at the top. You know what I mean? Laughing and joking and slapping glasses and shit like that. You know what I mean? So excuse my vernacular, you know. But Now, as for life, if you need motivation, man, I try to keep my morning messages up to date every day, every morning on my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram at The Architect. It's the with 2 E's, Architect with a K, ARKITECT. The Architect. I almost fucked up. So if you fuck up, that's all right. But yeah, follow me on there. You can get motivation on there. You know what I mean? And I definitely try to, say good things that just come to my mind, to come to my spirit. I pray often, daily. You know what I'm saying? And I even pray before I do the morning messages. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you receive something that was meant for you. But man, you can find me wherever the wind blows. You know what I mean? I might be in Texas, might be in Tennessee, might be in Cali, might be in Arizona. You never know. You know what I mean? So wherever this energy takes me, that's where you'll find me. Most definitely. But until then, I'll see y'all again for sure.
Face first, that's just how I died. Late work making me